The gradual decline of America's infrastructure is visible across the country. In many cities, streets that were once busy are now quieter, and the aging structures of urban environments can be seen in every cracked sidewalk and unused overpass. The United States is currently facing a $4 trillion infrastructure challenge. This ongoing deterioration has implications for the economy and daily routines. Roads and highways, once considered symbols of progress, now often display signs of wear, such as potholes and surface fractures. Key infrastructure elements, including roads, bridges, power grids, and water systems, are experiencing the effects of long-term underinvestment. Many of these systems, which played a significant role in the country's development, are now showing signs of aging and corrosion. In comparison, China has made substantial investments in modern infrastructure. Rapid urban development and advanced transportation networks highlight the differences in approach between the two countries. The American Society of Civil Engineers currently rates U.S. infrastructure at a C-. This assessment indicates the need for improvement. Approximately 1 in 3 bridges in the United States requires repair. Millions of people use these structures daily, often without awareness of their underlying condition. Water main breaks occur on average every 2 minutes, resulting in over 700 incidents each day. These events can disrupt communities and lead to significant water loss. The electrical grid is also aging, making it more susceptible to outages and cyber threats. As weather events intensify and security risks evolve, the current infrastructure faces increasing challenges in maintaining reliable service. Infrastructure failures can have direct economic impacts, including business interruptions, reduced productivity, and diminished public confidence. Other countries continue to invest in infrastructure, enhancing their global competitiveness. Their transportation and logistics networks are expanding, while the United States manages aging systems. Modern infrastructure functions as the circulatory system of an economy. Delays and inefficiencies can limit growth and innovation. The pace of infrastructure development is accelerating globally. New airports and high-speed rail lines are being constructed, increasing the gap between the United States and other nations. The competition to modernize infrastructure is ongoing. Delays in addressing these issues may result in further disadvantages. The direction of future development will be determined by those who invest in infrastructure today. The next generation will observe the outcomes of these decisions. Addressing these challenges requires timely and effective action. The choices made now will influence the nation's trajectory for years to come. The 4 cracks in America's foundation. Beneath the surface of our daily lives, America is experiencing a gradual shift, one that affects the core of our nation's strength and prosperity. America's infrastructure challenges can be understood through 4 key areas: transportation, energy, digital access, and water. Each of these pillars, once a source of national pride, now faces significant and growing issues. Our roads and bridges, which were once considered world-class, now contribute to billions in lost productivity and higher consumer prices. Americans spend more time in traffic or dealing with road maintenance, while businesses encounter delays and increased costs. The electrical grid is aging and not fully equipped for modern demands or extreme weather. As the population grows and technology evolves, the pressure on this system continues to rise. Blackouts and cyber threats are ongoing concerns, and the grid faces challenges in supporting renewable energy. This situation leaves many at risk of outages and slows progress toward a more resilient energy future. Although America pioneered the internet, millions still lack access to high-speed broadband, resulting in a digital divide that limits opportunity and innovation. Students, businesses, and entire communities are affected by this gap. Water systems are aging, with some pipes over a century old, leading to more frequent breaks and occasional contamination. In certain cities, lead and other toxins can impact the health of families and children. Wastewater facilities are often at capacity, which can result in pollution of rivers and potential public health concerns. The risk of waterborne diseases and environmental impact increases over time. These issues affect the economy, public health, and future growth. They can also influence trust in institutions and the opportunities available to future generations. Addressing these foundational areas is an investment in America's well-being. By rebuilding and modernizing, the nation can work toward a safer and more prosperous future for all. The daily toll: how decay disrupts American lives. Infrastructure decay affects daily routines, leading to increased time spent in traffic and unexpected car repairs. Delayed shipments can impact small businesses and disrupt local supply chains. Power outages may result in lost wages and create uncertainty for workers. Companies facing high costs and unreliable infrastructure sometimes relocate jobs to other countries. Children in areas with aging water systems may face health concerns, while limited broadband access can hinder educational progress. Poor road conditions can slow emergency response times, affecting public safety. These issues represent ongoing challenges that influence prosperity and opportunity. Ultimately, the effects of inaction are experienced by families across the country. A tale of two systems: America versus Asia's infrastructure titans. This is a story of contrasts, where established and emerging approaches to infrastructure are visible on a global stage. On one side, we see the modern skylines and advanced transit of Asia. On the other, the long-standing roads and bridges of America, which were once considered world-leading. America's infrastructure is showing signs of age, especially when compared to Asia's rapid development. While the U.S. faces challenges with maintenance and investment, Asian cities are advancing with new, efficient, and resilient systems. China has constructed over 25,000 miles of high-speed rail in just a decade, a scale not seen elsewhere. Meanwhile, the U.S. rail network, once a symbol of progress, now has many lines that are underused or in need of upgrades. In China, business travelers can cross large distances in a few hours, connecting cities and supporting economic activity. In the U.S., similar journeys often take much longer, with travelers waiting in older stations and experiencing slower service. South Korea is recognized for its fast and reliable internet, which supports a thriving technology sector and widespread innovation. High-speed, affordable internet is widely available. Singapore's ports and airports have established it as a major global trade hub. Changi Airport is frequently ranked among the best, and its ports handle significant volumes of cargo, connecting Asia to international markets. The key factors include strategic, long-term investment in infrastructure, guided by clear national objectives and a focus on innovation. Governments and industry collaborate to plan for future needs. In comparison, the U.S. has not built a major airport in 25 years. Many rail stations and shipping ports are older and face challenges in meeting current demands. Access to broadband and its affordability also lag behind, leaving some Americans without reliable connections to the digital economy. The difference is not due to technology. Both regions have access to advanced innovations. The distinction lies in vision, leadership, and the commitment to invest in long-term infrastructure. In Asia, infrastructure is treated as a national priority, with new projects celebrated and ambitious goals set for the future. This approach supports economic growth and encourages innovation, creating jobs and improving living standards. America is at a crossroads. It can continue to rely on past achievements or choose to invest in a more competitive future. The direction taken will shape the nation's role in the evolving global landscape. America's infrastructure faces a persistent cycle of neglect. Delaying maintenance may seem practical in the short term, but small issues gradually develop into larger, more expensive problems. A minor crack can become a pothole and eventually a collapsed road, increasing costs over time. The current investment gap is estimated to exceed $2.5 trillion over the next decade. As expenses grow, political challenges make comprehensive action more difficult. By contrast, countries that invest steadily in infrastructure benefit from lower long-term costs, job creation, and economic growth. Thoughtful investment attracts businesses, increases tax revenue, and supports further improvements. Countries such as China and Singapore plan infrastructure decades in advance, supporting consistent progress. In the U.S., a reactive approach often leads to temporary fixes rather than long-term solutions. Without a shift in strategy, the cycle of decline is likely to continue. The impact of infrastructure failure can be seen in daily life and missed opportunities. Communities with fewer resources are more likely to experience deteriorating roads, limited access to clean water, and gaps in transit or internet service. Inadequate transit systems can restrict mobility, making it harder for people to reach jobs and healthcare. Incidents like the Flint water crisis highlight how aging infrastructure can affect public health across the country. Environmental challenges from outdated infrastructure can impact the well-being of families and children. When public spaces are neglected, it can reduce community engagement and pride. In contrast, well-maintained infrastructure supports connected, thriving communities. Investing in infrastructure is both a social and economic effort, strengthening communities for the future. America's infrastructure challenges are shaped by political factors, rather than limitations in technology or funding. The focus on short-term goals and election cycles often leads to limited long-term investment. Projects that require years to complete are less likely to receive consistent support. Political disagreements can delay infrastructure decisions, slowing progress. Inconsistent funding makes it difficult to plan strategically for the future. Infrastructure is sometimes viewed as an expense, rather than an investment with significant long-term benefits. Investments in infrastructure create jobs and enhance productivity. The United States has a history of ambitious infrastructure projects. Moving forward, a renewed focus on vision and ambition can help the country lead in infrastructure once again. America has the opportunity to improve its infrastructure by observing and adopting best practices from global leaders. First, implementing a national, long-term infrastructure strategy with clear priorities, stable funding, and protection from short-term political shifts can provide a solid foundation. Second, integrating technology and data, such as Singapore's digital twin city, enables more informed and efficient decision-making. America's technology sector is well-positioned to advance smart infrastructure, including AI-managed grids and sensor-equipped bridges. Third, public-private partnerships, as seen in Europe and Canada, can help maximize resources and accelerate project timelines. Establishing a national infrastructure bank could facilitate financing and help address federal funding challenges. Finally, America can benefit from setting ambitious goals, considering what the next major national infrastructure project could be. By fostering ambition and thoughtful planning, America can support prosperity for generations to come. America is at a pivotal point, facing the choice between decline and renewal. The infrastructure challenge is one that can be addressed through unity and careful planning. Congress has the opportunity to support a long-term, ambitious, and reliable national strategy. Building for the future means focusing on climate resilience, digital innovation, and global competitiveness. Innovation and collaboration between public and private sectors are essential. The private sector can play a leading role while government provides direction and vision. Rebuilding requires moving from short-term solutions to long-term investment. Infrastructure is a collective resource, connecting communities across the nation. The consequences of inaction are more significant than the investment needed for renewal. Now is the time to work together and invest in rebuilding our nation.